Bonjour, bonjour à tous et bienvenue. Moi, je m'appelle Honey et je suis votre enseignante de la langue française. My name is Honey and I'm your French trainer. And I'm here again with a new series. If you remember, in the last series, we had 24 lessons and we worked there for the beginners with the examples, with the grammar, with the dialogues. We have done the very basic course which was dedicated to the learners who are beginners, right? Now, here I'm again with a new series. So, basically, in this series, we are going to work on the production orale on your Viva, especially section or task 2, question 2. Okay, first, we will see what exactly is task 2 in your production orale in your Viva exam. It is going to last how long? Okay, and some tricks how we can solve that particular question. Most of the students they actually struggle with the second task in their production oral in Viva because they do not have how we can do the argumentation. So second part, second section is the argumentation, is the persuasion. Let's see in detail what exactly it is, and then we will see how we can work on that. Alors, c'est parti. Allez-y. Okay, well, now, c'est quoi cette activité? What this activity is? The second question, the second task of your production orale is to convince a friend. The examiner is going to play the role of your friend, first of all, right? This lasts for 10 minutes. You have 10 minutes for this task. Overall, Viva is for 15 minutes. 10 minutes you will get for this particular task, this particular question. Okay. We see like in my other videos, we have seen like how we can do the complete conversation, but in this series, we are going to take the only one argument, and then we will see how we can do the counter argument for that particular problem which the friend has stated. Okay, so first thing which we mentioned, like which I mentioned here, what exactly it is, what you have to do. This is production oral, question number 2, which is of 10 minutes, and you have to convince your friend. The examiner is going to play the role of your friend. Basically, this is argumentation. And see, argumentation is not it is not anything. It's a skill, right? We have some steps. We have to follow a structure so that we can easily do good, we can easily solve, we can easily answer to the problems which are stated by the examiner in your exam. And here the examiner is like going to always going to show the problem. No, this is the problem, this is the thing, I cannot do this thing. Okay, so basically you get the activities. Like here's are some of the examples I given. The first one is for here it is for c'est une offre d'emploi. Okay, that's the job offer. Voilà, ici c'est une offre d'emploi, c'est pour un atelier, that's for a workshop. Okay, and the théâtre of theater. Then we have un cours de cuisine, cooking classes, et puis séjour à la plage, holiday or stay at beach. So these kind of publicities you get. Okay, so these are the services. Actually, you have read these publicities, the candidate has read these publicities. Okay, and you are going to the friend, to the examiner, and you are going to convince to opt or to go to register for that particular thing, particular service, like the classes, okay, etc., etc. But the examiner always say no. So here today, the argument is like the examiner said. Je n'ai pas le temps, je suis très occupé. J'ai pas le temps, je suis très occupé. I do not have time, so I cannot join this thing, or I cannot go for that particular service, okay, because I'm very much occupied. Now, with what structure you can do the counter argument, and you can like you can solve his problem while giving the solution. So what actually the structure is, first of all you have to state the acknowledge. Okay, to acknowledge is the first point. Second is solution. You are going to give the solution. The third is analogy. Yeah, kind of similar kind of example you can give. For example, I myself I have registered for these classes or registered for this service, or for any of my friend that has taken that particular service. Okay, so you can share that thing. And then advantage for that particular thing, like for the cooking classes, what can be the benefits, what can be the advantages, that is the fourth point. And then call to action, with that you can finish your answer away. Okay, so first is to acknowledge, second is solution, third is analogy, fourth is advantage, and then CTA. With that you can finish your answer. You have to follow, if you follow these steps, then you can easily counterpart, you can easily convince your friend for that point. Now here today our heading is our argument, which the examiner said is j'ai pas le temps, je suis très occupé, I do not have time, I am very much occupied. So now what you can say? Oh, well, you can start. Oui, je peux comprendre que tu n'as pas le temps. Je sais que tu as beaucoup de travail et beaucoup de responsabilités. Okay, so this is how I acknowledge that point. Yes, I can understand. I know that you have a lot of work, you have a lot of responsibilities, mais c'est juste une fois, mon ami. C'est seulement quelques heures, pas toute la journée. Tu peux facilement trouver ce temps dans ton week-end. Organise-toi un peu et tu verras, c'est possible. Okay, so this is the solution, like uh, well, try to organize your time a bit, and then you will see that is that will be possible. That's very easy to find the time during your weekends. This is kind of solution which you have stated. After that, the third point is analogy. So there you can say like, moi aussi j'étais très occupée avant, mais après cette activité je me sentais beaucoup mieux et plus motivée. De plus, ça va te donner l'énergie pour faire les autres tâches avec plus d'efficacité. Okay, so I also, like earlier, I was also thinking the same way, like I do not have the time, but when I started this activity, so I felt very good and motivated, and more than this, that gave me a lot of energy, okay, to do the other task as well with more efficiency. Donc, après ça, after that, you can say the advantage. Okay, so what is the advantage that we all have mentioned here? Like I also, and then this is how it is going to be advantageous. Et à la fin, call to action. Like you can say, il faut que tu prennes une décision dès que possible. It is necessary that you take a good decision as soon as possible. So this is how you are going to end the situation. Voilà. If you have any particular question, like how we can answer, how we can give the counter argument for that particular question, well, you can write me in the comment box. I'm going to get more these kind of questions, these kind of arguments, which can be stated by the examiner, and how you can find the solution while using these structures. I hope you have well enjoyed this, and that is beneficial for you, especially the students who are preparing for the TEF, for their TEF exam. Ça va, je vous laisse pour aujourd'hui. Merci beaucoup. Bonne journée. À bientôt.